going on, everybody? Y'all come on up in here, up in here. Come on up in here. Good evening, good evening. It is Thursday. We are one day away from it being Friday. Oh, we got a lot to talk about. What's going on, everybody? Use it 225. I see you think Umar Shango smells like Dookie. Yeah. It's the Adventures of Odd Park kicking in. Oh, child, Melinda, let me tell you something. My blood pressure is good. I didn't want anybody to think that I was yelling in my live earlier. It was one of my car rides. I just, I couldn't tell if I, was speaking loud enough to pick up the volume because I was driving in the car. That thing was louder than I thought. I'm like, why does it sound like a wind tunnel in my vehicle? Child. When I'm more so just over it. I mean, just I was flustered because I get I don't know. It's something about someone accuse you of lying on them. Like, what do you, especially when you just don't even know what the hell going on. But I take a person as I find them, as I meet them. Right. Once you've shown me your true personality, your true colors, and your end game, and it's not hard to see. It comes down to whether you're trying to get negative attention, even or just positive attention. You just want attention. I'm gonna treat you like the petulant child that you're acting like, and ignore you. Yeah, I'm one of the ones where, depending on how old the kid is, if I see, a kid acting up in the candy aisle, I'm just gonna keep walking. Let them throw a tantrum, wallow it all over the floor, only for it to come down to them just being mad because they can't get their favorite candy bar. I mean, whatever. That's not something you keep feeding. And I'm not here to help anybody grow any platform on any social media by getting negative attention out of me. That's not gonna happen. If anything, I'm gonna let it just backfire and starve you of it. We're not gonna do that. So shout out to all of you all for checking out the live earlier. Reception was going in and out a little bit while I was driving, but you know, I don't like having my platform just hit like that, and there's no reasonable justification, and that person can post up any and everything they want. It doesn't change the fact that they couldn't prove that I even said their name, that I called them a liar, and I still once again don't have an incident report. And if you know what it takes to fill out a FOIA request, I can tell you all I don't have all the information I need. And the fact that I've known this address of Umar's all this time and no one knew, it speaks to the integrity I want to maintain here. So if someone is to take you seriously, you got to take your own platform seriously, not entertain buffoonery. And I'm not going to do it. So I said what I said earlier. I said I was going to address that matter for 10 minutes in this live. I hope they enjoy the time because you're not getting any more out of me. Take that drama and that nonsense and buffoonery somewhere else. I'm not doing that. So I think that's what it came down to, is this person is peeping the space and they're trying to attach themselves. And it's like, if you got evidence to post, documentation to post it up. It's not going to pay my bills. I'm not going to lose any sleep. And the earth will continue to revolve around the sun. See how that works? It's that simple. Y'all, what's going on? I'm the queen of YouTube. Oh, Uncle Mo, you missed a lot. Let's get some comments here right quick. Uncle Bo, I had my name called out by an unlikely source, an individual. And it just comes down to, this person is wanting attention. It's some childish high school, elementary school nonsense that I just refuse to play the game. I'm going to defend my platform, and I leave it up to everybody else. Everybody's not going to like me over here. It is what it is. That's part of being on social media. But having my platform dragged out and then saying that I'm calling someone a liar when their name didn't even come out of my mouth. Child, please. It's like, grow up. We're not here to do her homework for her. If she claims she called the fire department and all of that, she should have an incident number. She should have a report. I asked for evidence that I called this person a liar and that I even brought her name up in the live where Information Man Show came up on the platform. We were, talking about the last caretaker interview and how atrocious that was. It was mind numbing, and this other person just come out of nowhere. That so people call me a liar all the time. I don't sit here and respond to every little thing. It's not my job to sit here and respond to someone else being called a liar when they should be quite capable of defending themselves. I don't owe that. I have a whole life, a job, kids. I don't have time for that. I don't sit here and go after every person that's called me a liar. I've had content creators that believe they sucked the left nut of Umar himself, his his scrotum sack. Do whole videos and call me a flat out idiot. You think I would sit here and give that person any time of day? No. And it didn't bother me one bit, and I barely remember their name. So this goes for the same other content creator. I'm not feeding the trolls. Now I'm not doing that. If you have evidence to prove, look, if thou hast evidence that thy decide to post it and be done with it. Let it be. Otherwise, let it be. You roping the wrong people into your drama? Nope. I just said the other day, this is for all content creators. Our goal should not be to sit here and to dictate how anyone else exercises their constitutional rights to free speech, expression, freedom of the press. That's not the goal. I don't try to convince cult members that they're in a cult like the Umar Tardians. I'm not trying to convince them of anything. Same thing when I talk about Candace. I'm not trying to convince the candy asses, that they should not believe what their cult leader says. I'm just gonna put out the information. I'm gonna give my thoughts and opinions on it, and then I'm gonna keep living. So I'm not here to force someone to produce evidence. No, either you have it or you don't. And that includes what you say about me and my platform. Either you can prove that I mentioned your name when was referring to you and called you a liar, or you can't. It's that simple. It's the simplest things that can't be seemingly done, but do what you need to do. Go ahead and post what you got to post. I could care less at this point because you're pushing people away to not care. And meanwhile, Umar's still out here telling people he's raising money for buildings and schools and churches. And what are we doing? Marianne going live with people that work at the city. Child, it's like she giving him a heads. I was in KKC live earlier, y'all. He did a live about that. Oh, it's like she giving him a heads up or something. Like, hey, watch this video so you can figure out how to open the school. I was thinking, like, what the heck is going on? You can't make this up. You think she would ask more about, like, how does the city conduct inspections on these buildings and we're seeing black mold? Stuff like that. No. She's asking the dude about his background, something we can't find on the internet. Like, what are you talking about? Yo, I was riding, pick my son up from school, and I was just laughing along. I couldn't comment as much as I want, but KKC, shout out to him. He went over the interview. I guess we'll touch on it. But she did one with Manny in it. Hey Manny, are you here? Manny, how you doing? So I wanted to check that out, y'all. I'm not gonna keep y'all forever. How y'all doing? Wolves of Black Wall Street. What's going on, Juju? Melinda said I did go back to that video and nowhere did you disparage. Exactly. Never said her name. Never said her name. Uncle Mo, I got dragged, child. Yeah, I got dragged. It's like the bigger content creators targeting me is not in your best interest. Because you're gonna be sorely disappointed when I don't see him and do the back and forth game with this person. They're gonna be so disappointed. Child boo. Melinda, and that's what I kept saying. Just give me the video link with the timestamp. A whole spiel on everything but that. And I'm like, okay, so I'm not doing this dumb elementary, nonsense game. I'm not playing it. You're not roping me in my platform into that. Whatever her vendetta is, God bless her heart and all her parts. Chabu. Y'all, what's going on? I'm seeing other chatters on your screen. Are you now? Melinda said you mentioned her one time, but it was in defense of being asked that the Umar hook up question. I did comment in your video the 3 timestamp with the timestamp. Oh, cool. Good. So, I mean, even in context, it still was not me calling that person a liar. I never said that. And if I felt that person was a liar, I would not have a problem saying just that. So, don't take out your frustrations on everybody on the internet, girl. That's what she's doing. She's taking it out on everybody. It's like, look, either you're going to defend yourself or you're not. And you can just ignore it. But expecting everyone else to do it, no, I don't even do that. God has not blessed this platform, and I have 2 channels. So, and I don't sit here and go after every content creator that calls me a liar. I'm not wasting my time with it. You got to pick your battles. Social media is not meant for somebody that's just seeking attention or they don't have a spine. You got to have a spine up in there. That's not, no. But once I've made my point clear once, that's it. And the rest, you just gonna be hoping and a wishing and a praying and a kicking and child boo. You kept it together well and said what you needed to say. Thank you, Floss. I appreciate that. I wasn't trying to yell though. I don't want anybody to think I was like angry and yelling and screaming like that. It's just I'm competing with the car noise. But the way I am now is what how I felt this morning. Um, it's just frustrating to know that it's like it's being birthed out of nonsense. And it's like, where is this leading us? So you posted nothing that I, asked for as evidence. Oh, okay, cool. So when you're giving me fluff and doing everything but that, then okay, now I see what you're trying to do. You're trying to get some attention. I'm not giving you that. I'm not here for that. That's what happened, Uncle Mo. You can go find out. But your homegirl is losing her mind, I guess. I don't know. She's mad at the world. Test. Elevate me. What's going on? Melinda says my ex-brother-in-law had his daughter do that to him and he fell to the floor doing the same thing. She was totally embarrassed and never did it again. That's what I'm saying. I'm like, child. I'm not going back and forth. Plus, my audience is not here for that. I don't know what type of audience this person is trying to build up, but the Luxes are not here for. We're not here for that bullshit. Heck no, we're not here for the nonsense. We're not here for that. I'm not one. I'm just gonna go back and forth beefing with content creators. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing it. And I'm not. Once I saw the response, I was like, oh hell, this no. Yeah, this person expect me to him be their defense. No, you're a grown woman. Don't be your defense. You could ignore it if you don't think you're lying about anything. Just ignore it. But don't sit here and put out a lie about people calling you a liar and all this stuff when you can't prove that simple thing. And I never called your name and said you were a liar. No. So you can't prove something like that. Then what are we doing? So my 10 minutes are way past due of me speaking about that nonsense. It's buffoonery, y'all. What's going on, Kale? Y'all make sure y'all hitting that like button. Hit that like button. Welcome, Tammy. How y'all doing? Hope y'all had a good day. Everybody good? Oh man. October Libra, how you doing? What's going on? Oh, hurt ya. Hi, Stoic. How you doing? Oh man, I've been up and all y'all just calling. And it's like, you can't get mad at freedom of speech. If someone is saying that you're a liar and they're showing like how you may have lied about something, either you're gonna clear it up or you gonna go ahead and just take the L and kick rocks. I don't know what else to tell you. But do not expect the entirety of YouTube, where there are over 1 billion users, to sit here and to just come to your defense. You come to your own defense. If you've got receipts, I thought that's what that whole platform was supposed to be about over there. Let me post up everything, all the receipts. Come here if you want it all good. Hear ye, hear ye. I have all the receipts. Come here. Come hither unto me. Come to my platform and no one else's. Okay. If that's your goal, then do that. You don't need to add in the extra theatrics and the dumb drama and accuse, other content creators of calling you a lie. You don't have to do all of that. Your receipts should speak for itself. That's wisdom, you all. Let your evidence and your documentation do the talking. That's this level of confusion is how people get caught up in some nonsense for real. And we're not doing it. Somebody got to be the adult in the room, and I'm that all day. All right, y'all. I mean, it was mind-boggling. I know, right? Oh, it's mind-boggling. I'm going to get him, LLC. You go ahead, Wolves of Black Wall Street. Go get him, Tiger. I will not stop you. I can't control what other content creators say about that person. I can't control that. I'm not trying to. Good grief. They chose this life. There's nothing. Her story has no juice. It's so crazy, y'all. Yeah, she working with Umar. Can a building with black mold visible on the outside and in the gym pass a city inspection? You would think that would have been like, I didn't hear that question come out of that interview at all with Marianne and this city person. I didn't hear that question posed at all. Now we can watch it again, and maybe I overheard, or didn't hear that if she did ask, but I don't recall her asking that very simple question. Oh man, what's going on, Slick? I sub. Thank you. Oh, Uncle Mo, it's something else, honey. You can't believe. Can't nobody touch me. I just ignore her. I just can't support her anymore. Me, the Stoic. I can't get down with that. I can't get down with the way you know, this whole. Oh, you betrayed me. What? Wait a minute. I'm sorry. Perhaps what's today? March 8th, 19th? Yeah. Maybe I missed the check you sent me for my rent to be paid by you. Otherwise, you don't pay my bills. You dictate nothing here. That stuff don't work on me. Her whole response is just screaming, see me, hear me, give me attention. Child, it's called an opinion. Everyone is entitled to it. She's entitled to us. And at this point, I could care less. Jabu. She's boring. Y'all had a wrong story. I know, right? Yeah, you can't make this up. Nidra, what's going on? So Rimron was talking earlier about Mal being used as distracting so Umar could use them in lawsuits or something to that effect. I think the point is lawsuits, Mal and his wife. Well, he does want 2 queens, child. And they working overtime to get him. Camille, how you doing? Uh-oh, what happened now, Albert? Child boo. Let me tell you, Albert, nothing. Oh, child, y'all, you have too much great content engaged in any rubbish. Thank you. Yeah, because reasons. What's going on, Tavares? Y'all shout out to my mods. What's going on, Southern? How you doing? Y'all ready? We're gonna get to this because I have not seen this video here. With the conversation um that Mal had with
Good
Manny.
evening, everyone.
So I want to start with this one and then we'll go to the other one with the interview. Because Umar is sitting back laughing at all the sideline nonsense. I'm not child. Umar, you can kiss my ass. Funny how I've had this man address. Like that type of integrity is something you gotta build up to that. I'm not doing it. Chabo. Let's see here. Hi, Miss Gogo. Southern Happiness said it's just like Marianne can't provide simple proof. Simple proof. All I said is show me the timestamp where I called your name and called you a liar. Other people calling you that does not mean that I get thrown automatically into that, bucket. But whatever. I'm not here, like I said, I'm not here to convince anybody of anything otherwise. If you can't provide simple evidence on just, how the hell this all started, child, please. I've been waiting for this since this morning. It's child. God, this is so crazy. It's like a thrupplet. Ooh, man, it's like a thrupplet, y'all. Y'all know turkey, right? It's turkey, duck, and chicken. Isn't that it? Turkey, yeah, turducky. Yeah, turkey, duck, and chicken, or something like that. That's what they are. They are Larry, Curly, and Moe. Either character applies to all three. You can't make it. Larry, Curly, Moe, Turducky, Thrupplet. It's unbelievable. Oh my God. Marianne can't provide proof. Umar paid her because Umar got the bait. Don't tell me that's what this is. I know damn well. Marianne, you're not even trying. Good God. So you can't pull a bank statement from your bank, Marianne. Once again, Marianne has an issue with contacting her actual bank and getting a bank statement. Like Umar has to give her that evidence. What do you mean? No. Unless she didn't deposit the money, we all know it's not real. But there lies that pattern and the fluff, right? Let's tap dance around this as long as we can to drag this out. Marianne knows that people are, trying to see what shenanigans she's up to. And she's dragging it out. The other one, I'm like, hell no. Yeah, you came over here at least twice, and you know darn well I have way too much integrity. And if you got documentation, girl, post it till Jesus returns. Boo. And then let the internet listen. The internet has a way of clapping back. And the internet will do all the foyers. We'll do it. But you got to show some initiation on your part. You expect everybody to do it for you. No, no, that's not how that works. I'm still waiting on something simple like tell me when I called you a liar. Like if I can't get that in Chabu. Y'all, Susie, what's going on? Hi, LC. How come there's two separate live streams? I'm streaming vertical and horizontal. So there's two broadcasts for each of my channels. So make sure you guys subscribe to the Lady Luck Club with Sweet Tea. I'm going to be posting a video this evening once I'm done with the live stream. We got a couple of things for Candace to watch because, she's a cult leader. So we're going to watch a couple live videos in the next live on her. And I'm going to post something up over on the second channel. And the end. And that's, child, I got to get my son up in the morning to school. So we got to make this quick, y'all. Let's get going. What's going on, Coco? My day was good. Woke up to you going on. So started to get in the grave. Y'all know I don't play that nonsense. That's why I'm not engaging in the buffoonery. I'm not going back and forth. I ain't helping you get views on this bullshit. You better post that stuff up yourself. Post all your evidence. Do what you got to do. And if people interested in it, they'll go over there and watch. You don't have to create some BS and accuse everybody calling you a liar. When is that necessary? And you can't prove that, then I don't know what much else you can prove to me at this point. Chabu. Let's see here. Cheryl, how you doing? Mind boggling. Y'all, it's something else. It's something else. Shout out to my mods, you all, Tavares, Cheryl up in here, everybody up in here. Y'all ready? We ready to get to it. This is gonna be something else. Akabo, child. You just have to. Don't shock, don't shock. It's nearly been a month. Maul is a persona non grata. She got, man, those messages came out. It's got to be it's got to be that. Flossie, how is she showing the email to you evidence of anything? I didn't get that. Exactly. I said, show the fire report where you filed this complaint or made it a complaint. Show something related to this complaint you made. Because how would I get that information? I don't even have the details on it. And why post it up expecting someone else to get it when you should already have it? Doesn't that make sense? If I say I called the police, I'm not going to sit here and say, well, I'm going to send you an email and that's proof that you can go ahead and get the police body camera footage yourself. And you're like, okay, where are the details at again? Because using an address is not it's that would be impossible. I would need the date of the occurrence. I would need to know the firefighter, the police officer that came out. I would need more specific details. But if she has all of that, she can get the report herself. Plus, she's the one that called it in. Me calling anybody over the phone to get information, guess what? Futile. You know why? Because if they don't share information with me over the phone, and I'm not the one that filed the complaint, then we're stuck at square one, and it's a bunch of fluff, and we're going in circles. Something to which I refuse to damn do. I, being the queen of YouTube, find my time too valuable. Plus, you also. So, no. We're not doing that. Oh, man. Coco, it's your birthday? Oh, we got a birthday? Y'all, we got to do the birthday song at the end. Happy birthday, Kogo. Oh, my dear. We have to, we got to do it. I saw Ellis in the car. Click on it. Yeah, I was tripping out. I said, what the hell? Oh, it's tomorrow. Okay. So we'll definitely do the birthday song tomorrow. Happy birthday to you. I'm so excited. I love birthdays, y'all. My birthday is March 31st. So it's coming up. It's coming up. Oh, man. My father's birthday is on March 21st, 10 days before mine. So, yeah, it's going to be the next two. And you never know what people are going through either. You know, my dad's birthday is coming up. My grandmother, who's also no longer with us, her birthday is 2 days after mine. So, me still grieving and mourning the loss of my father, my grandmother, with their birthdays coming up. Child, I'm not, when I say I'm not going back and forth with that bullshit, I'm not doing it. Mm-mm. Child, boo. So, yeah, my birthday is March 31st too, Cheryl. Yes, it is. Cheryl, you remember we did a live, not last year before? Or was it last year? We was talking about Tiffany Higgins. Oh, man, we had such a good time. That was a great live. Y'all, shout out to Akabo. Shout out to Kogo up in the chat. Make sure you guys go out and support them. Manny has a channel. He went on to Marianne, and I have not seen this. I had not seen this. I haven't been able to go live in the last 2 days, 3 days. This is what happens, I guess, when you don't go live. Then you get caught up, you get brought up in bullshit. Now you got to see and figure out what the heck happened. Like, how did I miss this? Yeah, just keep saying my name. It's funny. All right, y'all, let's get to this. This is something they talk about debanking. Who is Urban Corner? This is Manni. Is that the name of his channel? I don't know. Let's get to it. Y'all ready? Put up one in the chat where you can see and hear. Let's go.
Marianne here. I'm happy to bring to you guys Urban Conversation with Manni and Marianne. Manny, how are you? Thank you for being a guest. Can you give a shout out?
Y'all, let me just pause and shout out to all the people born in March in this chat. Mo said his middle child's on the 27th. Cheryl is the same day as mine. It's my birthday twin. Y'all. Oh, man. We're going to be playing that song a lot. What's going on, Jay Williams? How you doing, honey? Oh, we're going to be playing that song like hell. Y'all, listen. Hit the one. All right, let's get back to it.
To the audience, to our channel members.
What's up, everybody? How y'all doing? And thank you for inviting me.
It's a pleasure to have you. Now, Manny,
same here.
There's a hot topic that's been circulating around YouTube: debanking, debanking. On my channel, that was a topic because of a young woman who was victimized that got debanked, and then Umar, who is central conversation, he explained how he got debanked. Can you break down to the audience debanking? Explain to them, what does it mean you get debanked?
Okay. Well, first things first. Some people call it debanking. Other people call it what it means to get when a bank. What does it mean when your bank account gets frozen? Okay. It'll either be temporary or sometimes long term, due to the fact that you'll either have, it'll stop. What it does is it stops you from making withdrawals, transfers, payments, or any other transactions. Now, what's crazy is deposits still might go in, but you can't touch it.
So the money could be put in the account, but the individual doesn't have access to their money.
Okay, so this is Manny and Marianne's new show. What? Okay, I did not know that. Y'all. Shout out to Jay the Informant. How you doing? All the content creators coming up in here. How y'all doing? Y'all make sure y'all hit that like button on the way in. Will said this is so much bullshit. I haven't seen it. What is going on? Okay, so y'all, just before we dive into that, let's see what the banking is, and this is Wikipedia. Also spelled debanking or de-risking is the closure of people's or organizations' bank accounts by banks that perceive the account holders to pose a financial, legal, regulatory, or reputational risk to that bank. So, Umar, you dumb Oompa Loompa, you chose to be a public figure. And because you keep alleging you got bank accounts for yourself and for FDMG, even though you have not shown any proof of that at all, the bank felt that your little clumpy ass had to get the hell on and kick rocks. Because you're obviously posing a huge risk to them in a myriad of ways. Financially, probably being, legal being one of the biggest. Because we all know he has failed to give himself a salary on those tax forms for FDNG. So naturally, most people would wonder, if they're doing an investigation on his ass, how does he earn money? He doesn't have a job. So then there's the reputational risk, because he is a public figure and he's sitting here, the one getting in videos talking about, oh, they froze my accounts. That's not the same as a closure. Why didn't he just start with that? You would think Umar would have just started with, I was debanked. Why didn't he say that from day one? He started out with, they froze the accounts, and then he asked, is it due to any, fraudulent activity on my part? Because no one would ask that. So he's an idiot. And then all of a sudden, months later, he just went on a podcaster last week talking about he was debanked. How come you didn't start with that, Umar? You dumb Oompa Loompa. You should have started with that. If you want to sit here and lie, at least be consistent. He's not even smart enough to be that. And people still think that, somehow he's been wrong some way. You can't make this up. So I want to share that first before we get into this. All right, let's get back to it.
No, ma'am. Because as soon as that bank account gets frozen,
Okay.
now we're looking at or debanked. Now we're looking at an investigation.
Okay. Debank is what happened to the young lady. She
basically
went. She
young
went to
lady?
put gas in her car, and she was unable to function. And then when she ran to her bank to get an explanation, because she knew she had money in there, and they told her they would no longer do business with her. So and then they did give her $545. So you're saying
that was that.
What was that? What was that? That's debank.
The 500, the money that was in her account, and it's a process. It's not like boom, they shut your account down.
Okay. Okay.
First thing they do is they freeze it.
Okay.
And the reason why they're freezing it is because of suspicious activity, fraud monitoring.
Okay.
Banks use an automated anti-fraud software that consistently, no, I take that back, constantly scan transactions.
Okay.
Triggers could include
your internet connection. Marianne, if you're going to do this, y'all look at that message down here. Y'all see that over in the gray box? Your internet connection is unstable. Get help if you're having problems. Marianne, it seems that you're having a lot of problems beyond internet connections. We're talking about mental and psychological. Please get some help. Gabriel, get some damn internet and plug it in, and high-speed internet at that. I had to make the sacrifice. The Xfinity bill is $70 a month. If you guys would like to support the channel, please feel free to hit the Cash App or, supers or whatever. And I bless God for it either way. But make sure you guys are hitting that like button. Most importantly, and hype the videos up. Go and hype every single last one of them. You can't make this up. Marianne, why do you have some bogus internet? Manni created a whole studio. Why is she trying to explain to him what happened with some fictitious woman? Manni, you're supposed to be asking her, can you prove this woman is real? What's her identity? Who is she? I'm not saying the doctor. Who is she? How do we know this person is real? Because right now we don't. Marianne made up a whole person in her head that I do believe probably came from, shout out to the Luxter that sent me that court document, probably came from those court documents. She just looked up a person and just came up with that name out of that, just to prove, oh, this person is real. Yeah, but do they know you? And once again, because this lying is incessant, how do we prove that this person knows you when we don't have a way to communicate with that individual? They love lying in circles over there in that conscious community.
Deposit or withdrawals. Transaction in multiple states or countries. Log in from unusual location.
Okay.
Rapid transfers. Unusual purchase patterns and multiple failed login attempts.
Okay. So anything that looks out of the ordinary, it's like a red flag, and then the bank becomes alarm and alert.
Oh, good Lord.
Now, but it ain't just what we say out of the ordinary. What do you mean, sis?
Meaning, like, if you're having large amount deposit, that is not,
yes, ma'am.
That's not consistent to your pattern, and like you said, you said something. What did you say? Reject or what?
You mean rapid transfer?
Rapid transfer. Yeah, stuff like that.
And that's not.
Okay, first of all, this person isn't real. Secondly, Marianne, you could just look up. You can look up what debanking means. I just did it. Why didn't she look that up and just read it? Marianne, get help if you're having problems.
Transactions.
Okay.
Triggers could include sudden large deposit or withdrawals. Transaction in multiple states or countries. Login from unusual location.
Okay.
Rapid transfers. Unusual purchase patterns and multiple failed login attempts.
Okay. So anything that looks out of the ordinary, it's like a red flag, and then the bank becomes alarm and alert. Now,
but it ain't just When we say out of the ordinary, what do you mean, sis?
Meaning, like, if you're having large amount deposit that is
Yes,
not
ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
that's not consistent to your
Has he
pattern,
wait?
and like
Yes, ma'am.
you said something, um what did you say, reject or what?
You mean
Okay, so Manny is reading something. He just said he's reading some information. She's saying, "Oh, so is it alarming to get a large deposit?" Well, it depends. If you're, balling like that and you making, $2-3 million a year or something, you getting a deposit for 10, 12 grand might not be unusual for you. I mean, even at 68,000. I don't think Umar ever had 68,600 to give Marianne because he whined and cried about a judgment for, 70,000 for some taxes and water bill and sewage. And this is for these two bando properties that I wish the city would demolish and stop playing around. But, that's I don't think that she's trying to, it sounds like she's trying to conflate something inside of this. And I mean, it's simple. Just Google and look it up and read it. And I think that's what Manny is doing. But she's like, oh, well, could it be this? Well, just read it. It's going to tell you what the examples are.
Reject or what?
You mean rapid transfer?
Rapid transfer, yeah, stuff like that.
And but that's not just all. You also get legal orders,
Okay.
court orders, or government freezes
Okay.
for unpaid taxes,
Okay.
child support enforcement,
Wow.
criminal investigation,
Okay.
lawsuit judgment, and asset seizures.
So there could be a numerous reason why one bank is frozen. So they don't have access to the money, but how come money could still go in? Like, money could still go in, but they can't.
Because at the time, during that freeze, first is a freeze, and during that freeze, there's an investigation going on.
Okay.
Okay. And when the investigation is going on, they're trying to figure out what's up. Now,
okay.
Banks must follow what they call know your customer laws. Accounts may freeze if ID documents expire, personal information don't match, SSIs, that means your social security numbers, issues, suspicious activity, okay? Then banks will request. They're going to request, can I see your driver's license? Can I see your SSI? We need to verify that, okay? Because they're looking for money laundering.
Okay.
They're looking for, that's what they're doing, okay? They're trying to figure out why you doing structured deposits. What I mean by that, depositing $9,900 repeatedly to avoid the $10,000
that should be flagged
reporting rule.
Right.
Because every bank has what they call a reporting rule.
Right.
All right. And they must file something in the nature of what's called suspicious activity report.
Got you.
Okay.
Right, but it's not a freezing. Hold on. So, but it's not a freezing. We just read what the banking is. It's a closure of the account. That's what happens. They close the account. So that's what I'm saying. Marianne is conflating in, this so-called freezing, which Umar lied. He has not provided any evidence that his accounts were frozen. And if they were debanked, they would be closed. Once again, if she wants to prove that she received $68,600, why can't she go to her bank where she claimed she deposited the check a second time? Or the 45, 48, something 40,000 something cash, because she gave 2-3 different versions of how she got the money. I mean, she's even given different amounts. So when none of this is real and all of this is fake as hell, and she made this dumb lie up, I personally would not entertain this buffoonery. Because If you made it up, why discuss what the banking is? Because it's irrelevant. It's like she's beating around the bush with this topic, and she knows she can't provide evidence on it because she never got it. Because that's the easiest thing, right? Let me go to my bank that's still open and operating, and let me show the deposit of the 68.6 or 40 something. She's not doing that at all. First, she tried to take it to a police station to say, call Patrick Bishop if you want to see the check. Because she thinks a police station is a bank. That's how ridiculous this is. The police station is not a bank, Marianne. She's playing a dumb game. And she keeps putting it out there on Lennon. Oh, he dragged me, he betrayed me. What the hell is this playing the victim BS all about? Is that what they practice in this conscious community? Let me learn how to play the victim and then beat around the bush, just say dumb shit and I can't back it up or provide evidence on it. That's all they seem to be doing right now. All the examples I'm seeing from this Black conscious community, they're scammers, beggars, con artists, playing victims. They lied. They don't provide evidence. It's a common theme here. They're either cult leaders or cult members. Good grief. Are there no good examples here? I'm not saying everybody is bad, but I'm just saying I'm not seeing any, really strong positive influences from this community, and it sucks. It really does. The accounts would have been closed. But see, Marianne doesn't care because she knows it's all a lie. And she's never going to just pull a transaction from her bank. She's not going to do that because that would be simple. Exactly. Hey, Dr. Sebi, she playing a game. He makes it two different things. And that's what I'm saying. I wouldn't even be entertaining her on this. And yes, Flosser, she doing everything but showing the damn check. Showing a deposit slip, a transaction from her bank. Everything but that. The debanking is a non-issue for her. It's a moot point because it's not real. The person she's making up is not real in this situation. Whether Patrick Bishop is a real human being or not, I don't care. Is he a real player in this situation? I highly doubt it. But who goes to a police precinct and you're supposed to be smart and intelligent, and then you tell the public, if y'all want to see a check, call Patrick Bishop. He's not a bank teller. What are we talking about? I'm not getting a check from a police station. No one is going to be able to do that. So she does the dumbest stuff and then puts it out there like, oh, this is the grand evidence that you all have been waiting for. Come one, come all. Watch me go to this police station and look like a drunk ass clown and then ask for somebody that I'm never going to show in my live stream. And then, ladies and gentlemen, family, I'm going to tell you all to call the police station where this P.O. Patrick Bishop is going to tell you about this check. And you'll be able to see it. Line up and get your tickets. This is such a circus clown show.
An important reason why a bank account will be frozen. Let's say someone
Who might have paid a woman?
They go up to the upper room.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, the account got to be frozen until they get an executor of estate to access those funds.
Okay. That's why when a group of people, their one parent transition, the money's in limbo. Is that correct?
Yes,
okay.
That's layman's terms. You broke it down in a layman's terms.
Okay. Now,
usually, can I give you the time?
Yes, please.
All right. Usually between 24 hours and 10 days. That's typical. Mm-hmm. Now, legal cases, let me say that again for the people in the back. Legal cases,
I think that's what happened,
30 to 90 days.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's what happened. Umar overdrafted, from both of these fictitious accounts, let's say he has a personal one. I thought he didn't like a paper trail. See, this is the thing that, once again, that's so inconsistent. It's a flat out lie. And it's like people cover it for him when they try to do stuff like this. If you claim that he does not like a paper trail, why would he have a bank account but not write a check from his own bank? Let's go to that. I would not have written a check if I couldn't write the check from my own bank account, right? No, what Marianne has said, one version of this dumbass lie is that a check was written to her after she gave them the fake check with the, advertisement from Legacy Home Buyers. They gave her a live check that she never took a photo of because, moronic nonsense, and took it to a bank and cashed it. But Umar deposited $68,600 into the bank account of this fictitious woman, whose identity we have yet to discover. I mean, it could be an alien from outer space, but whatever. It's an alien. We're talking about a whole alien here, people. All right. Family. We're talking about an alien. They don't have bank accounts like that, family. So, it's not going to be like the normal bank. Family Dollar Tree Bank is not a normal bank. They cater to aliens and species that are not of this world. So you can't expect them to give you evidence. It might trigger Area 51.
So it's longer, I guess,
Yes,
because
ma'am. Once we get the court involved,
it becomes a little bit more trickier.
Yeah, they got more people investigating.
Okay. Now, this person, why wouldn't they be able to go and open an account at another bank? The issue is at one bank. Why is that? Can you explain to the audience why is that?
Jordan.
Okay.
Like if Bank B closed my account and I go to Bank A and Bank A say no, I go to Bank C say no. Why is that? Can you explain?
Not a problem.
Okay. Let me go back. I just want y'all to catch this. Hold on. This person, Pink Big Bird. Y'all follow me here. Follow me. Family. Follow me. Here's my new pitch. Okay. So Pink Big Bird walked into a bank.
So it's longer, I guess,
yes,
because
ma'am. Once we get the court involved,
it becomes a little bit more trickier.
Yeah, they got more people.
Yeah, because the court cares about your bank.
Now, this person,
Big Bird.
Why wouldn't they be able to go and open an account at another bank?
Easy, because she's not real. They don't open up accounts for ghosts, Marianne. All right. And Marianne has summoned the spirit of a passenger from the Titanic, took it to bank, the Family Dollar Bank, Family Dollar Tree, whatever, and then got mad at the ghosts of Titanic. Went to the parking lot. That's why you won't see two people out there arguing, because it's Marianne and the ghost. It's it's like Casper the Friendly Ghost, except this one is mad, still frozen, and tired. Been running errands for almost 100 years. Okay, you got to understand that ocean floor is vast and deep. It had to come up and surface just to appease Marianne with this dumbass story. So the ghost of Titanic went with Marianne to open up this fictitious Family Dollar Tree bank account. And the bank is like, oh no, we got to keep all this shit a secret.
The issue is at one bank. Why is that? Can you explain to the audience why is that?
Okay.
Like if Bank B closed my account and I go to Bank A, and Bank A say no, I go to Bank C say no. Why is that? Can you explain?
Not a problem. Not a problem. Okay.
Oh.
When banks see you see any type of suspicious activity, they immediately report you. And what they report is a company called check systems or early warning. Okay. The account will be closed. The risk report is created, and other banks see the record when you apply.
Wow.
The record usually stays 5 years in the company called check systems. That's CHEX systems.
Okay. So when you say 5 years, they can't open an account after 5 years.
Wait.
Okay.
There's another company.
Hold on, Manny. Why are you trying to explain this to Marianne Lorient? You might as well speak the language of the Ewoks. You know, she doesn't understand English is not her first language, I hear. So you got to say it like this. Let me help you out. To Turkey.
I told you, it's either check system or early warning. Early warning is a little bit shorter. Okay? But what happens, let me break this answer down. The question you said, why I can't go to another bank?
Yes.
Well, what banks see when you apply for another account, they see that check system report. They see the early warning service report, and they see the credit report. And if risk appear, they automatically deny the application.
Wow.
Okay.
So they
Wait,
put you like
I thought the word was powerful. What happened? Hold on. What happened to powerful? Powerful. Y'all, powerful. Hashtag powerful. POWAFULL. Powerful. Marianne, I thought we were saying the word. You can't, you can't go 15 minutes without saying powerful. How dare you not maintain that dumb word you made up? I can't believe it. She's already deserting the powerful. Oh my goodness. Here we thought we were, upgrading our vocabulary and all. We're going from wop to powerful. I was so proud of you. You picking up words with more than 2 syllables. Now you sitting here digressing. I can't believe it.
The question you said, why I can't go to another bank?
Yes.
Well, what banks see when you apply for another account, they see that check system report. They see the early warning service report. And they see the credit report. And if risk appear, they automatically deny the application.
Wow.
Okay.
So they put you like, it's like a black ball.
They flag you.
Right.
Okay.
All right, now, you gotta laugh at these folks.
You asked me the other question. How can people recover from that being flagged?
Yes, how do they recover from that?
All right. Options include
Lord.
Paying any unpaid negative balances, disputing incorrect reports, opening, are y'all listening? Second chance bank account. Or you can just wait for the record to expire in 5 years.
What is a second chance bank account?
A second chance bank account usually allows you to open an account even if you're in check systems. It has basic banking features and has more restrictions than a normal account.
Wow.
Typical features include a basic debit card, a basic direct deposit, online banking, bill pay, and ATM access. But you will not get overdraft protection.
Okay, so there's restriction.
Yes, ma'am.
Oh.
It's girl, Marianne, this is painful. How you're not able to read this information is beyond me. I get words might be hard. I get it. But this is a Google search, girl. This is a Google search. Manny, you got to stop trying to explain things to her. Maybe he's being nice I'm trying to give him the benefit of the doubt, and he's just trying to be nice to her because he knows like she lied like hell, and people are just calling out on it. It is what it is. Tell her to stop lying. Marianne, are you gonna like have an interview? If I see, I don't want to give her ideas, okay? Because how else do we really authenticate this woman to be a real person involved in this particular situation? She keeps saying this woman, got a check for $545. But see, Umar claims that he has brand new bank accounts. So why wouldn't he use his own account? I mean, for the Oompa Loompa that does it like a paper trail, one would think that he would not even have an account at all connected to his information. Because when you open a bank account, they can do a credit check. You got to give them a date of birth and a social. Now, we all know that Umar lies like hell. It doesn't help that Marianne lies like hell equally as bad. I mean, she's trying to be comical, at the very, because this shit is comical. I cannot take Marianne Lorient seriously at all. I just don't. She's seriously lying, but I have to laugh at the dumbass lies because they're so stupid. Right? But she's sitting here making up characters and all this stuff. He lied about having bank accounts frozen and then turned around and said that he was debanked. But he's never shown any evidence that he has an account at all with any bank, especially one for FDMG. That would be a business account because that's supposed to be the account he uses to do anything related to FDMG. And he should not want to be over that account. But he doesn't have a board and the school is not real. I mean, have we forgotten that he won't those buildings will not pass inspections? We're not even just talking about the structural damage here, even in the smaller one. You got all kinds of issues going on, and you're going to subject children to that. And meanwhile, here on Earth, Manni is trying to explain debanking to Marianne Lorient, who's confusing that with frozen accounts, not necessarily a closure of accounts. But she claims that she took a check to a bank, opened the account only for the purposes of cashing that check. It cashed it, cleared. Then she took it to another bank and cashed it. And then somehow $40-some thousand came separated from 23.6 or whatever. And then she went to a bank with lime green walls and never got a bank statement at all. And here we are now talking about Pink Big Bird, womp, 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 and debanking. A concept she could have Googled. Y'all keeping up so far?
Okay.
Now, and usually,
oh my God,
6 to 12 months of good history, they just reverted back to a regular account.
Okay. Now,
and
you're gonna pay a monthly service.
Josephine, they have to pay a monthly service.
They're gonna have to pay a monthly service. They're gonna be limited on their check writing. They're gonna be limited on their deposit, and they're gonna have a strict fraud monitoring on their account.
So what do you mean by their account? What do you mean minimizing their deposit? What does that mean? You could only deposit a certain amount?
Deposit limits they're going to have a limit to their deposits.
Wow. That's terrible.
God. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, most major banks that offer second chance accounts, Wells Fargo, the bank, the account is called, the account is called Clear Access Bank. Chime Spending Account.
Okay.
Wood Forest National Bank, second chance checking account.
Okay.
Go to Bank. Okay. Capital One.
Okay. That's very interesting.
And I can tell you, I can walk you through real quick how to open it up now if you want to.
Well, no. That's interesting. But will that affect people's employment? Because most job they do direct deposit. So if
right, and that's what the second chance accounts are there for.
Okay,
to give
for
you that
direct deposit.
deposit.
Okay. Now let's just say before somebody could open a second chance account and they have check, what do they do with their check? Where do they go and cash it?
In check cashing place.
Okay, that's where they're limited to. And is there a fee for that, or is that?
Let me tell you something. The check cashing place is not going to cash $68,600. One, two. Umar would not need to take that check to cash it if he wrote it out to Marianne Lorient, the Muppet Head. Marianne, you're like a Cabbage Patch doll with an Energizer Bunny battery in the back that refuses to cut off. So while you're going and going and going and going, we're gonna keep laughing at you. Y'all, Umar would not be able to take any check to a check cashing place, and he does not operate on checks. Remember, Marianne, because he doesn't like a paper trail, even though somehow he thinks he knows all of his donors and sponsors. Because telekinesis is something else, y'all. Y'all was watching the summary video of this show that used to be on TV. I had no idea of it, called Heroes, where they do like a recap of all the seasons and stuff. It's like Marianne's superpower is artistical lying. Let me create a lie that fits in a story. Because I gotta still tell a story, but the entire thing will be one dumb lie, and I'm just gonna add to it as I go along. We're all caught up in a very bad written movie. Imagine Sicily, 1942. Yeah, we went back in time, and now we're stuck in 2022 or whatever year that was, where she filmed The Awakening. And we're all stuck in Mary Ann's horrible movie called The Awakening. Except in this reality, Umar is a cult leader, and she's trying to help this idiot open up a school with black mold in it. Can you believe it? In the meantime, he's talking about being an AME pastor of a church in that same building. Y'all, this is something else. We're stuck in a bad movie. Thank you, Marianne.
Usually there's usually a fee. Now, speaking of fees, there's an initial deposit the initial deposit with the second chance.
Oh, Juju, have a good night, honey.
Could be between $25 and $100.
I don't know, Melinda.
Of the amount to put in. Is that what you're referring to?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, Manny, now that the audience understand debanking, now they understand what option they may have once they're debanked. Can you kind of
wait? Who's your audience, Marianne? Because we didn't need. No one asked you to do this. Who came to you and said, I need some options, once I've been debanked? Anybody recall her saying people came to me trying to ask me for help because they've been debanked? The only person that has used that term is Umar the Oompa Loompa. Marianne, why are you helping him out? See, Manny, this is why you can't do these shows with her, because she's sitting here giving information over to Umar.
Can you kind of elaborate
Who else
a
have
little
been
bit?
Debanked?
What are the red flags that would cause someone to get debanked? Give us an example of what you could be doing that can cause banks to throw in the red flag, and then you're a victim of debanking. Can you give us example? Like maybe.
What is that DM on Instagram? How you doing, by the way, Money Boy Trey? Oh, y'all, we got all the people coming up in here, honey. Y'all, this is something else. Well, Albert said, LLC, if this is a new movie of Marianne, it will be called The Sleep. Yes, ma'am, IG. Okay, cool. All right. Cool beans. I sure will. Thank you. You can make this up, y'all. She's in love. Marianne, I heard you trying to flirt with that other boy in the interview. Yeah, the one from the city. It sounds like you were flirting with him, Marianne. Yeah, she trying to pull a P Diddy.
For example, of something that could be going on with your account that could cause bank to flag you, and then you get debanked.
We already said that.
Wow.
Enforcement.
Child support?
Yes, ma'am.
But I don't understand. If they don't pay it, they'll debank.
If you are in debt to Uncle Sam, and he done spent all kind of money on your child, he gonna go get that money, and he ain't gonna ask you. I'm just me. I'm taking it, and ain't nothing you can do about it. Wow. And you can complain whoever you want, your mama, daddy, the Star Trek Enterprise, anybody you want. Right. That's my money now. That's what he gonna say.
Okay. That's one example.
Multiple failed login attempts. I have
Manni is married back. Thank you, married.
Right. Even the average person, if you do, I think 2 or 3,
how you doing, honey?
I'm sorry.
If you do 3 attempt and you're putting your PIN in correctly, it can lock you out where you have to go to the branch to reset your PIN.
Bing, 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 bing.
Okay, so that's 2 examples. Can you give us a third example?
Sudden large deposit or withdrawal. And when I say large, I'm talking like, let's say Marianne dropped $100,000 in my bank account. You're gonna be like, what's going on?
Okay, that means something that's not a natural pattern for you.
Right, and let the record be known. Sister Marianne did not drop $100,000 in my bank account. Trust me, I'm telling you that right now. I know clip it. They're like, she paid him.
Marianne, if you don't knock that shit out, man, his wife is gonna punch you in the nose. Then you'll be a snapping turtle for real.
Right.
I'll tell you right now. I ain't get no $100,000. I'll tell you that.
That's one thing I learned in this space. They will
what the hell?
Something and twist it and turn it and add colors to it. Okay, so that's 3 examples. Can you give us one more example, please?
No problem. Let's see.
You gave us inconsistent pattern.
If your ID information expire, don't match.
Okay, so how is she doing this? Because she doesn't know how to work a computer. Because this is a huge enlargement. I've never been able to do a live stream with my face this close up. Marianne, you got to pull back. It sits on her TV. It looked like she's holding up the phone on her TV while she talked to him. And then she recording it that way. Good grief, Marianne. I thought you knew how to do a live stream. You know what? This is so funny for her to be an independent filmmaker. You would think she would understand the art of editing a video. Yeah, y'all. This is mind-numbing. Oh, Marianne. I literally just showed information on Debanking. It took all of 3 minutes. Reading is fundamental.
Not consistent.
Or suspicious identity theft signals.
Okay.
Good grief.
Okay.
Now, you see, the banks must follow what they call know your customer.
Yeah, she can't figure out.
So you just drop your money in the bank account. The people watch how you move. They go, oh, wait a minute, you ain't moving like you normally move. And guess what? Stop.
Okay, Manni, I got one more question that might throw you off a little bit. So this young lady, when she went to gas up, she was unable to put it says account lock. Then she thought it was the pump. She went inside and they're like, your card is inactive. She's like, that's crazy. She knew she had.
Okay, so just because your card is inactive doesn't mean they necessarily closed the account. Your card could have expired. Asia said flat out, if your ID expires, they will not close your account. You just won't be able to make withdrawals at the branch. Exactly. You have to just show them, an updated, like you got to update your driver's license and stuff. My bank does that too. And I do it online. I could just scan my damn driver's license and then it uploads the image. And if they need to, they can verify whether or not your license has been suspended. But most times if you're talking about a card expiring, it's like the debit card or any money card linked to your account, the debit, credit card, whatever you got connected to that account. If that card expires, the account doesn't just close. If you've got money in it and you're not in the negative, you've not overdrawn, they won't just close the account unless you sitting here stealing the money and it's coming in suspiciously from all over the place. Umar, I mean, like I say, it might be under investigation, but we have no way to verify that. And the worst thing is, Marianne lied about this bullshit. All this stuff about the accounts, about the check, all this stuff. So even if that's a reason, I'm personally, I'm not even in the mood to even entertain it because you got to give me evidence on it. This is what happens when you lie like hell. No one believes anything you say. But she could have looked this up. Oh my good lord. Melinda said, as for large deposit, girl, I've deposited multiple large deposits over the last few years and they never closed my account. Exactly. They never closed the account. This is so crazy. We literally looked up what debanking is. I showed you all that so y'all can have it understand for those who don't know. But I just Googled it. What the hell? Manning, please stop giving her these damn. Don't give her content.
Money in. So when she went,
I'm not saying I'm not trying to dictate and control where he goes, what he does, but he needs to be careful on, what he's saying and doing over there, because the moment something happens, she's gonna treat you like she did Lennon. So unless you up for that type of treatment, that's exactly how she gonna treat you. She gonna make you look like a jackass, Manny. You might want to tread lightly over there with Marianne and her lying ass.
to the bank, they told her the bank is no longer choosing to do business with her.
I gave him a
Her
warning.
account was closed. She didn't get a phone call or letter, and she did find out they're allowed to do that. But
Man,
they gave her
you won't even
what
close your
she
account for
had in her
insufficient funds
account,
unless
which
it
was
takes so long to resolve.
545.
Exactly.
But Umar said his account was frozen and he couldn't touch his money. So what's the difference? How come one individual could be cashed out and another individual can't touch their money? Can you elaborate on that for us?
All right. First of all, there are two different deals.
Okay.
One, you have what they call prepaid account. I believe no PayPal. It's money transfer platforms. Okay, so that's different than the
Okay, did that work? Who child? Hit the 4 if you can hear me. I'm just keep the music off. If you can hear me, hit the 4. Yeah, look at God. Won't He do it? Welcome back to the land of I can't believe this shit is happening. Oh man. Somebody's trying to mess with my internet, y'all. Oh, they big mad at me.
Oh,
And the video is still playing. I can't believe that was weird. Yeah, the video was still going. Oh, good God in heaven. Marianne over here flirting with Manni. Manni, you better watch out. I heard Marianne Lorient snaps off fingers, The dog was trying to warn us all along. Where's Buster at, Marianne? Where is Buster? Now I really want to see the dog. He's showing everything but the dog. I want to see proof of life of this dog. Y'all, you can make this up. All right. Now let's make sure it was the shark. Yeah, long sharks. Yeah, I have found. I'm the man Buster at this point. You can't get in that connect. I bet a man Xfinity getting $70 out of me a month. They so wrong. I told the installer, I said, you dirty dog. He said, well, man, I can't control the prices. I said, the hell you can't. Oh, good grief. All right, y'all ready to pick up where we left off? So, Marianne is asking questions about frozen accounts when it should be about debanking, because that's the title of the video. Debanking. But somehow she never gets around to that at all. She just doesn't. She doesn't ever get around to that. So, all right, let's get back to it. Put a 4 in the chat if you can hear.
So when she went to the bank, they told her the bank is no longer choosing to do business with her. Her account was closed. She didn't get a phone call or letter, and she did find out they're allowed to do that. But they gave her what she had in her account, which was $545. But Umar said his account was frozen and he couldn't touch his money. So what's the difference? How come one individual could be cashed out and another individual can't touch their money? Can you elaborate on that for us?
All right. First of all, there are two different deals.
Okay.
One, you have what they call prepaid account. I believe PayPal. It's money transfer platforms. Okay, so that's different than the actual bank.
Okay.
So what I want to do, the number one reason accounts get frozen, and most people don't realize, a lot of time at that time when she couldn't use the card,
her debit card.
Okay.
Yeah.
Her account was frozen.
Right.
Okay. The transactional patterns did not match her financial profile.
Wow. Deep.
So when you had said that
this is deep, you can't make this up. Y'all, shout out to Jay Williams. I got your email. Jay Williams said I can give the shout out of the person that sent me that court document with Debbie Smith's name in it in Dollar Bank. Shout out to Jay Williams. Y'all give Jay Williams a hand clap. Show him some love for sending us the information over. All this came from quite possibly an appellate court document dealing with check fraud. Go figure. Marianne, you could have been a lot more creative, because at this point, I'm just, if you do try to sue Umar, they're going to probably order you to a psyche valve. Yeah, she gave more pushback to a U.S. Congresswoman. With the court and everything, representing herself from a restraining order. And yet, it's like she's trying to give Umar a pass. Oh, he's going to open up the school, family. What are you doing? Oh, my God. You can't explain some fictitious lying nonsense into existence, Marianne. The woman is not real. It's Pink Big Bird. She's a Martian alien from outer space that came in the disguise of a Muppet. Yeah, so she can relate to you, you Cabbage Patch doll.
Umar had dropped $68,600 in her account and did not match
Oh,
her
God.
financial profile.
And that caused them to flag her.
They were like, "Whoa, okay." But what you're supposed to do at that time is you do not panic. You contact the institution immediately.
Deep, y'all.
Provide the requested documents. Don't go in there and call them everything but a child of God. Because guess what's gonna happen? We ain't trying to hear you.
Right.
Get your money.
You already been flagged. Exactly.
Yeah, we don't even now. If you go in there with a little bit of humble pie and you provide the requested documents and avoid multiple accounts during the investigation and you transact records, I mean you have a chance.
Okay. Right.
Okay. But they probably suspect some fraud. Repeated overdrafts or unpaid negative balance, excessive return checks, suspicious money movement.
That suspicious money would be her. She would fall under that category.
Okay, identity verification.
We're stuck at the identity verification portion where Pink Big Bird has not been identified to be real. That's what we stuck at. I, the queen of YouTube and president of Family Dollar Tree dollar bill, y'all bank, declare that this woman has not been identified. Pink Big Bird is not of this planet, okay? She's a figment of Marianne's imagination, a very dumb one. Because reasons. What the hell are we talking about? I think this bank should be offended at Marianne abusing their name to connect this to such a ridiculous lie like this. They should be offended. Marianne, they might sue you for defamation.
The problems, business activity on a personal account. Okay. And this right here kind of falls under Umar. Okay. All right. Hear me out on that. And then you got violation of bank policies. Okay.
Okay.
That's what these are the major reasons. And you can start breaking it down. Okay. So and now if you wanted to check to see if you're flagged, you get one free report per year from Check Systems Consumer Report and one from Early Warning Services Report. If something is wrong,
I don't get a point in this, spouse.
I suggest you do dispute it.
Okay. Very, very great insight. Now, why?
I know, right? YouTube was responsible.
They're both.
So shouldn't the steps be step 1, Marianne lies. Step 2, a fake check happens to come from legacy home buyers. Step 3, YouTube reports the hell out of it. Step 4, all of YouTube called this Dollar Tree Family Dollar Bill bank. And step 5, the woman lost her job, her account, and her other job with legacy home buyers. It all in one day at one time. It happened simultaneously, because she's a superhero. This strange things happens to aliens all the time, y'all. Apparently from the world of Pink Big Bird and Cabbage Patch dolls, this is a common phenomenon. For some reason, Marianne feels so cavalier about just saying this stuff. And it's not like she's even hesitating at this point. Marianne, I'm not trying to give you ideas, because if that be the case, why not just put back up the shark emoji that you have for your profile picture? Why not be bold enough to use the long shark, snapping turtle character that Mind Chaos Brew created of you? You should just take that whole persona and just own it. She even gave you the natural afro and everything. It was just well done. If you're going to go there, you're going to say, I'm going to tap into this alternate reality, one of my multiple personalities. Let me create something. At least let it be something funny and catchy. Just the sharks back up.
Both are experiencing debank. Why was he not able to get
Oh
access
God.
of his money? What made his situation different from hers?
Okay. Well, first of all, that was
This is
PayPal.
unbelievable.
Okay.
Okay. They were with a direct bank account. Okay.
So
that
can
was
you
PayPal.
explain PayPal? You get the money through PayPal and it goes to your bank account.
Right.
And then
So
the bank froze it. Why would the bank freeze it though?
Well, there's suspicious activity on that account.
Okay.
Okay. That there's you gonna have hold on
Manni,
that.
Manni, I would like to think that you all did not, dear God. Manni, I would like to think that this was not pre-planned and pre-scripted. Okay. Please tell me that she really is this dumb. Because if you two planned this, I don't know what else to say. I'm gonna have to laugh and joke on it. I'm gonna have to really get my comedic skills ramped up if you two planned this and this was pre-scripted and you two decided this is a good idea to talk about debanking when Umar lied about having frozen accounts. He just not came out of the woodworks about being debanked. He made it up. This pink big bird, whatever lady, is made up. The closest we get is to a Debbie Smith named in a appellate court document with Dollar Bank. That's the close we get. And that case goes back to 2019. Y'all, shout out to Jay Williams. Otherwise, I don't know what else to say. If you plant this with her, Manni, you're a grown man, you can do what you want. But this is something I would never do. Because she has not verified Pink Big Bird is a real human being here on Earth, a human of this planet, that is involved in this situation that has these accounts. Because she also said this lady worked for the bank and Legacy Home Buyers. As if that would happen every day. On her foreign planet, yes, but not here on Earth. Here on Earth, in the United States of America, we call that fraud. Why, this is crazy. This better not be pre-planned, Manni. I'm telling you that. My comedic skills are gonna ramp up to level 1000.
What happens is where is it?
Oh God.
Wait.
So they're able to monitor suspicious activity on PayPal?
They monitor. Listen, first of all, them people monitor
They
everything.
can't freeze your PayPal.
If you think you getting over on somebody, no.
Okay.
There's rules you have to follow.
Oh man.
All right.
Very interesting.
Okay, here it is right here. See, a frozen account on services like Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, Zelle means temporary or sometimes longer restrictions on accessing funds, sending and receiving money, and or using features. This is often a security measure to prevent fraud, comply with regulation, or resolve issues. Deposit might still processed, but you can't withdraw or transfer until resolved. These apps are regulated like financial institutions. So, freezes allow similar protocols to banks to process. I take that back. To banks, but processed vary by provider. Freezes are often common for peer-to-peer apps due to high fraud risk with millions affected annually. This is called Cash App, PayPal, Venmo, what's Zelle. All of these are called peer-to-peer apps.
Wow.
Okay?
Wow.
Common reason why these accounts get frozen. You ready?
He's reading information
across apps, but
Marianne, why didn't you read this? For some reason, one of Marianne's personalities and voices in her head told her that this would be a good idea to explain to the general population what debanking means when Umar lied about having frozen accounts. Yeah, she said, yeah, this is a good script. I'm going to keep, yeah, we're just going to keep this dumbass lie rolling on. We're caught up in her bad movie. This is close to a nightmare as we're going to get with her.
Are tailored reasons. Let me say that again.
They could have Googled this.
Overlap.
Look, y'all. Look at this. Look at the bottom of that screen. Marianne, you're a filmmaker and you couldn't avoid doing this.
Ready? Reason overlap across apps, but are tailored reasons. Let me say that again. Reasons over.
Y'all look at this. Look at the bottom. Y'all see the emojis at the bottom? Marianne, I have to laugh at this because all the other stuff is very boring. One, and two, we've already covered that. I literally did a Google search and read what was on Wikipedia. Took all of 3 minutes. This video should not be no more than 5 minutes long. The rest of this should be Manni asking her, can you please describe this fictitious woman? Because I don't believe she's real. Can you tell us about her? What's her name? What year was she born? Can you show us a photo? It doesn't look like Pink Big Bird. Y'all, if the woman looked like this, I'm gonna be so mad. Let me pull up. Let me pull this up. Oh, Marianne. Marianne. Oh, good grief. Marianne, is this the culprit in question? Because if this is her, y'all, we need to be on the lookout. We can't let creatures like this roam the earth. Y'all. They said dinosaurs were extinct. You can't make this shit up. Y'all, this is the culprit. This is, y'all, meet Debbie. Debbie claims that she knows Marianne Lorient in this lifetime, in this reality on earth, and went to a bank with her, Family Dollar Tree Bank, and let her cash $68,600, and it came from her account. Now she only has $545. She's laid at least 4 eggs. She's got a bunch of kids and all this stuff. Very sad stuff. And she doesn't have a job. Never mind the fact that Marianne Lorient, get this now, has $68,600 to share and will not give this woman a penny, not a coin. A copper coin, not one made out of nickel or silver. Yeah, just the copper one. Marianne refuses to give her 1 coin. Marianne, why don't you help the lady out? Help out Debbie, who only was able to withdraw $545. Why don't you give her some money? Wouldn't that be something else? Marianne gives Debbie Smith, the fictitious Pink Big Bird, 3 months worth of rent and bill money, because she allowed her own account to be closed and debanked just to keep Umar from having a check written from his bank account, 2 of them that he claims were frozen. And somehow now he just went and got 2 new accounts all together. And the bank never told him what the hell happened. Okay? Can't make me stop. Marianne, give the woman some money. Why is she still like a thing here? Y'all, we got to put an APP out on Pink Big Bird. Y'all. She said, I got chickens to feed. What are you doing? Yeah, no, baby chickens are hens, right? A Cornish hen. She's got 4 Cornish hen to feed. Okay? They're precious. They're so adorable. Marianne Lorient refuses to buy her groceries or pay her rent or anything. So, her and the Cornish hens are going to get evicted soon. Okay? So if you guys can, make sure you hit my Cash App so I can pay the Comcast bill. Marianne, there's no way in hell I'm giving money to a fictitious person in your mind. I'm not doing it. But this is Debbie Smith, y'all. This is the culprit here. Yeah, she lost her whole account and put it all on the line for Umar, the Oompa Loompa. A person we really don't know who the hell she is, but she somehow risked her entire livelihood, including 2 jobs that she was working at the same time, and her bank account, so that Umar can write a check to Marianne Lorient that came from Legacy Home Buyers in hopes that it cleared. Yeah, no, the woman didn't go to jail either. Mind you, y'all, Marianne and Debbie were arguing in the parking lot. Boy, would I love to see that camera footage. Can you imagine this Debbie here and Marianne Lorient arguing in the parking lot outside the bank? She said they were going back and forth in the parking lot. Debbie Smith got to be at least 10 feet tall. Yeah. They were outside. They were going back and forth in the parking lot. And Debbie walked up to Marianne Lauren and she just beat her in her soft spot on the top of her head. She said, "Bitch, better have my money." She just closed her mouth and just did a beak motion right on top of her head on her soft spot. Now Marianne Lorient thinks she's seeing and hearing people. it's all Debbie's fault. Y'all. Oh God, let's finish this up. Marianne, that's how you tell a damn story, Huffle.
Overlap across apps, but are tailored to each platform policy.
Wow.
Here's a breakdown by service.
Okay.
Cash App freezes accounts to combat fraud and ensuring compliance.
Okay.
Suspicious activity.
Oh God.
Unusual transactions like rapid large transfers larger than $500. Logins from new locations and devices or patterns suggested fraud or money laundering.
So when you say login, like if they see your pattern is you're doing transactions in New York, Chicago, and out of the blue you're logging in Egypt.
Not only that, one day you log in on one phone and the next day you log on another phone.
Wow. Okay. Yeah. So they monitor devices as well.
Yeah. Okay. Verification issues.
Okay.
Identification of mismatched info, link if you got bank problems or insufficient funds or inactivity.
Okay.
Venmo suspicious odd law. Venmo says that they do the same thing, and they say if you got high volume transactions, frequent profile changes, fraud flags, oh yeah. If you ain't paying your bills, if you try to sneak around high disputes and chargebacks, PayPal, hit the PayPal, okay? Unusual login, large spike sales or fraud risk, okay? Breaking acceptable use policies, okay?
Okay.
High risk business, certain industries or pattern triggers, okay? Zelle, same thing, okay? And what I want to throw something else in there.
Okay.
If you have a business and you're using a personal and you're using these peer-to-peer apps, in a personal sense, or this is my personal account and it's not in a business account, that'll shut it down too.
Okay. Wow. Wow. Wow.
Okay.
We don't even know. You know what's so crazy? Umar never even said the name of the bank these dumbass accounts were with. That aren't real. I just think he got all this money going to a cash card, and he just go out and probably get a bunch of money orders or something. Because Marianne swore he doesn't like a paper trail. What better way to create a paper trail than to have a checking account with a real bank? Why would it? Which one is it? Either Umar the Oompa Loompa does not want a paper trail or he doesn't care. Which one is it? Because you have to give them your ID, your date of birth, social. They're going to do a credit check. They're going to see if you owe any other bank. You have to do all of that. So either he wants a paper trail or he doesn't. Marianne, why aren't you paying Pink Big Bird's bills? Give us some money. You talking about she lost her jobs and she only had $500? You want us to feel bad for your imaginary friend. I find that very insulting.
But you can unfreeze them. You either use the app chat
Yeah, be mad for
or
her
call the
inner thoughts.
1-800 number.
Okay.
Okay. All right. And all of them got it. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Except Zelle. Zelle will tell you to contact your bank.
Okay. Okay.
Oh God.
Okay. Well, Manni, this has truly been enlightening. To explain to the public, explain to our channel member this debanking. To be honest with you,
Debanking.
This was all new to me.
Why? Wait, this is all new. You can't make this up. Marianne, you didn't know what debanking was? So all this time, you never thought, let me Google this, because Umar running around here talking about he was debanked. And that might not fare well for my dumbass lie that I told about this man giving me $68,000. Let me see what the hell debanking is myself. Let me call my bank and figure out what that means. Because your bank can explain that to you as well. This is unbelievable. So we went from powerful to wow. Oh, yeah, she's probably halfway asleep and drunk and high. In literature world, boy, they got to be doing some heavy ass mushrooms or something.
I've never known anyone who experienced that.
Oh
never
my God.
even know, that could happen. So I think you gave some great insight, and I hope they enjoy this.
Yeah, we enjoyed the hell out of it. We laughed, girl. I can't make this up. Marianne, we just laughed. We just laughed at your expense, by the way. Oh my God, y'all. I you know. Oh man, that's enough. This is an interview she did with the city. I saw a little bit of it earlier on KKC. I'm just trying to figure out, like, what was the purpose in this, other than to give Umar more ideas on how to spend other people's money and not get a job. You know what should have been happening here? How to do an interview. How to conduct a damn interview. That's what she should have been doing. Yeah. Oh man, are you serious? Y'all, her channel members. Oh no. Oh child. That was bad. That was bad, man. I already said, I already gave out the warning. Manny might not want to keep doing it because this, she gonna flip. And these women that sit here and, associate themselves around Umar don't seem to be very, man, it ain't, it ain't wrapped too tight. They like to play the victim when things go to the left. Marianne definitely has done that. The other one's done it. Like, you can't make this up. The last caretaker he had for his mother now that he loves so much, he's keeping his siblings from seeing her, but he loves them so much. He's getting random people who are not qualified to be caretakers. They don't have. I mean, can they even do CPR? God, oh good grief! This is what we're dealing with, and they're doing these interviews like they're throwing out ideas to him. It's so ridiculous. It's like, what are you doing? Uma, I thought you knew how to read on your own. Y'all notice he says a lot of words that are like one or two syllables, like Ogun, Oshe, Ashe. That like they're not complex words. They're almost like grunts and moans and sounds. Y'all imagine Umar smashing an apple pie. And each time he's goon, ash, tay. That's foreplay for him, y'all. you got these boy. You got these people out here bragging about how they slept with him more than anything, but they never see him bathe. Why you can't come out and say, Umar did something spectacular. When I went to his house, he took a whole shower. Why they can't say that shit? They don't ever sit down and say, he's a very clean person. He bathes twice a day. He's gotten the colonies out of his beard and man piece on his head. Devontae came over once. He had a sponging session for 35 minutes, 45, depending on how long it takes them to. Like, you can't make this up. They never sit and talk about how he's taking a bath, Y'all, Umar sounds like Old Spice today. I can't believe it. No more funky corn chips and ass cheeks. Oh, Umar, you smell like funky corn chips and ass feet. Y'all remember that movie? Bernie Mac came in. How to Be a Player. Y'all remember that movie? Bernie Mac came in and said, "Why it smell like pussy up in here?" All right, I'm done being ass. I'm done. Oh, that has to be the funniest thing. Bernie Mac. Shout out. Oh, rest in peace, Bernie Mac. One of my favorite comedians ever. It's Dave Chappelle. Smell like pussy up in here. That was a good Marianne. That was a good movie. How to Be a Player was funny. Like Friday. These are classics and they're funny. They're still watchable and funny. You might want to pick up a skill or two, girl. All right, y'all. Let's see what the hell she's doing to this man here.
Good morning, everyone. Marianne Lorient here. I have a very special guest for us, Mr. Daniel Walker. He is the chief of staff for Wilmington City Council.
Stevie,
Mr. Walker,
I know.
thank you for gracing us with your presence. I'm grateful. Good morning.
You gotta watch it, Albert.
Good morning, Marianne. How are you?
I'm well, thank you. The very first question that I have for you, I usually like to ask people about their educational background because I believe it gives the viewer a clear picture of the roadmap that you took to get to where you are. So can you please share with us your educational background, please?
Yeah, I gotta speak this up. You talk too slow.
Glad to, and thanks for having me. One point of clarification, you're probably looking at my resume and bio as you're talking. I was chief of staff to Wilmington City Council. Now I'm deputy chief of staff to the mayor of Wilmington.
Oh, thank you for the correction. Congratulations.
Thank you. Lots of changes. That was.
But he doesn't make the decisions on inspections. Like he's not the one that's going out and doing the actual inspections of these buildings before they put children in it. All those parents need to lose custody, and I'm not playing. They put those kids in that building. Those parents need to lose custody. I'm telling you, first day of school, CPS and DFAC should be out there as well. Yeah, greetings. Come on, because they already here. We about to go on over there to the left so you can figure out how to get your child back through court because you don't deserve to be a parent. You can't make this. This is crazy. If he does not do the inspections on the buildings, why do we care?
A wonderful time in my
He's
life.
the
And
mayor.
then I transitioned over to the state for a deputy cabinet role before taking
Never
this
get
position.
Very interesting.
And so my background, it's important to understand my educational background through
Yes,
the
please.
background of my upbringing. I was born into homelessness. My family was unhoused for the majority of my childhood.
Wow.
And I was lucky enough to get support. We were lucky enough to get support from my grandfather, who was the patriarch of our family.
Bless his heart. Yeah.
Lived with them for a number of years. And looking around, the one thing I could see is that he was in a blue collar neighborhood. He was a factory worker for Chrysler, union guy. And one thing I could see from the majority of our neighborhood,
I'm sorry, I gotta fast
to
forward.
change that.
To make sure you had higher education.
To make sure I had higher education, to make sure I pursued that. And so from a very young age, I was head down, nose in the books. And that resulted in some pretty outstanding experiences. And so also it was because my mother was one of the things she did well.
I'm sorry, I don't want to
attend a charter school in Dover where we had smaller see that prevalent now. So I'm a huge proponent of school choice, parents and students being able to choose the education that works best for them.
Indeed.
But so I ended up at a charter school, and I graduated pretty top of my class. And then I was lucky enough to go off to the University of Delaware, which is one of our flagship schools here in the state, where I majored in political science, took courses in economics, sociology, anthropology, philosophy. I was all around just trying to understand how the world works and what makes us tick. I was quickly on my way to law school.
Oh, interesting.
Oh, that is such great news. Oh, Gary, we're going to talk about that in the next live. Why is he sitting here? Dr. Stevie say he's a punk. He don't know how to stand up like a man. She just makes stupid content so she can make another stupid movie. Y'all, she already gonna put us in her next movie, content creators. You know, it's so intriguing. You know what's a better title, Marianne? Pink Big Bird. One of my imaginary friends. Cabbage Patch Doll, the sequel. Like, there's so many ideas. Loan sharks. They're biting my ass. This is ridiculous, man. What is this guy talking about? Like
Senator Chris Coons on his campaign did
an
appeal project while I was finishing my degree, working to reverse.
He's still giving background.
So that's my educational journey.
That bleeds to my second question. So your job description and your title, what is your title now, as of now, standing?
So my title now is Deputy Chief of Staff to the Mayor for Policy and Communication.
Okay. And can you briefly, in a nutshell, give us a description of your job, the viewer and I, so we understand your job description?
The most perfect description would be other duties as assigned.
Which means nothing. He does nothing.
Would you call them grassroots individual?
Oh, certainly. Their job is to connect with those who are grassroots to the grass tops, those people who are the decision makers, and they're there to merge the two. I also oversee economic development, the Office of Economic Development, which is something we believe deeply in.
How is it in economic development to have these two dumb bandos, festering with black mold, to still be an eyesore in that community? Why are they letting these two bandos still stand? Why haven't they been bulldozed down to the ground yet? Umar doesn't even want to pay bills on it. It takes him how many months? It took a court order to get him to pay, or somebody to pay it, because he still hasn't proven he paid it. Because I just refuse to believe that he paid anything until he proves it. Period. So somebody paid these two judgments. But look how long it took for him to pay them. like to make sure they were paid somehow. You know, I wish these Umar Tardians would come over here and hit up my cash app. You can make this up. They're just giving this dude money left and right with no thought at all. Yeah, let's just pay all these bills related to Umar, you know, because he's never going to pay us any attention, but whatever. Except when it comes down, what do they call it at the hotel? Block room party? Oh, God.
In vibrant communities, I oversee the Office of Cultural Affairs, which we love to throw a good party.
I'm
But we
still
also
waiting
love
on
to
the economic
uplift,
development of these bandos.
we love to uplift the unique identities of people across Wilmington. I oversee our Department of Parks and Recreation, where we are deeply ingrained in our youth, as well as the new office that we are creating, the Office of Community Safety, which is going to be a whole city approach to violence prevention and intervention here.
Wow, that's amazing.
Those are just a few of the things. I'll stop there.
Very fascinating. Very fascinating. Now you have piqued my curiosity. Now that I understand your educational background, can you share with us if you have?
Oh my God!
The challenges that we face. Government can't do it all. It was not meant to do it all. But what we can do, we should do.
I love that. Beautiful response.
Okay, so they're just gonna let Umar just pass inspection. How's this gonna go? Because you know, why even do this interview if you're not trying to help Umar? It seems like she's trying to help him set up a connection. It's so if anything happens where these buildings just miraculously somehow passes inspection, yet we never see the full inspection report or the results or none of that. You never get an inside tour or anything. Then you know who to go and blame now. This guy and Marianne Lorient. Is he real? Was he verified to be the real person? Because she seems like the type where she'll go hire an actor to do some dumb shit in a minute. Like, hey, I got $500. You want to make some money real quick? Can you just hop online and do an interview and then pretend like you in the office and just say you work for the office of the mayor? Nobody's gonna check. I mean, has this guy been verified to be real? God, this is so ridiculous. He kind of looks different. He doesn't look like his photo. What's his name? Now I gotta look him up. What's his name? Daniel T. Walker. Oh my God. Hold on, let me pull him up. Deputy Chief, City of Wilmington. I gotta pull him up. Yeah, this is him here. I see what you're saying. Let's go to his link. Wait, what? Why is it like a whole bunch of different dudes? We didn't need all that. I just wanted to. Oh my God. Okay, they got Daniel T. Walker. Okay, y'all. This is the city of Wilmington, Delaware. Contact the mayor's office. The mayor is John Carney. Chief of staff is Saron Cade. Executive assistant to chief of staff Patricia K. Bistany. Deputy chief of staff Stephanie L. Mergler. Daniel T. Walker, deputy chief of staff LGBTQ plus liaison. What did he say he was? What did he say he was? He said he worked in economic development. What the heck? He said he did something with economic development. Why am I saying LGBTQ plus liaison on the website? On the City of Wilmington website. You can't make this up. He could have, he could, have lost weight, gained weight. I don't know, but his title is not even matching. Yo, what? He said economic development, cultural affairs. Is that the same thing? Is he trying to say this LGBTQ plus liaison? Huh?
With those who are grassroots to the grass tops, those people who are the decision makers, and they're there to merge
the window to the wall.
I also oversee economic development, the Office of Economic Development, which is something we believe deeply in vibrant communities. I oversee the Office of Cultural Affairs, which we love to throw a good party, but we also love to uplift. We love to uplift the unique identities of.
So I mean, why not just say I'm the LGBTQ plus liaison? Of all the people, he's not the one conducting inspections on buildings. What in the world? All that goes under LGBTQ plus liaison, economic development, culture. Well, cultural affairs probably more. Why not just say that?
Across Wilmington. I oversee our Department of Parks and Recreation, where we are deeply ingrained in our youth, as well as the new office that we are creating, the Office of Community Safety, which is going to be a whole city approach to violence prevention and intervention here.
Wow, that's amazing.
Those are just a few of the things. I'll stop there.
Very fascinating. Very fascinating. What? Now you have piqued my curiosity.
Yeah, okay, because reasons.
I have no ambition for elected office. My only ambition is to.
Great. I'm just trying to see.
Solving the challenges that we face. Government can't do it all. It was not meant to do it all. But what we can do, we should do.
I love that. Beautiful response. Because I'm an activist myself, and I believe.
Marianne, are you an activist? Because you lying like hell should not be your MO. Are you an activist? Seriously. You saying that some female, that you made up, lost her job because she decided to allow Umar to let him use her bank account with all her personal information connected to that, leaving her with $545, and she lost her jobs with the bank and with legacy home buyers, because she mailed you that fraudulent ass advertisement check thing that wasn't real. And she's got kids, and you didn't give her a coin of that 68,600, not one coin. And yet you're an activist. What do you activate? I mean, what are you an activist with regards to? It can't be, for the empowerment of women, because you think Polite is a good person. And he's in prison. So it certainly can't be that. You sit here and you let Umar run all over your movie script. It was bad anyway, whatever. But you let that happen. Because his dumb ass didn't have to be in it. And then you lied about lawsuits and stuff. How is that being an activist? Maybe activist means liar in their community.
We holding government to task
what
for
the
those
hell?
who has a lesser voice. But I also have, for my fourth question, which a lot of us, you being a past city council person, if I am an entrepreneur, I want to open a salon. If I'm a pastor, I want to open my own congregation. Or if I want to start a private school, which you said you're big on charter school for education. Can you please explain to me and the viewer, what is the process of one getting a occupancy certificate? What does that process look like?
Yeah, now the process here in Delaware may differ from other locations. Specific process here in Wilmington may differ from other locations. But before I talk about the process, I think it's important that people do the difficult work to map out their vision and business plan.
Yes.
Why are you talking about? No, just tell us about the process.
I say that because depending on your business plan and what you're looking to do, a school that is just a school where people come to versus a school that is a boarding school where people live are two different things.
Wow.
One has a residency component, which means that there are certain standards that must be met when the other one doesn't.
Interesting.
And And so it's important that you're very
he
clear on your
doesn't know.
business plan and what you want. That's step number one. And after you get clear on your business plan, the first place they should go after that business plan is developed. Depending on what you want to do, there's one of two places. It's either your local Office of Economic Development, which will help you usher through and understand sort of the nurturing and the funding and things of that nature.
What resources available?
Correct.
Okay.
Or you want to go to your local zoning office.
Okay.
And I say that because your zoning office is the one that will work you through land use and zoning here in Wilmington, is the one that handles all of our business compliance.
Okay.
Where
the zoning.
Like
if your building is not fit, or if there's a condition, if there's mold or anything like that.
Before that, they'll tell you where your business can go based off of the classification.
Okay.
And so every municipality, every city, every state has certain zoning categories.
Stop. Just say you didn't know. Because, after all, you are the LGBTQ plus liaison, and you're not telling us, why doesn't this website reflect all of his job titles? He gave us a whole bunch of job titles that doesn't even match. A certificate of occupancy requirements for the city of Wilmington is a crucial document for legal occupancy of a property in Wilmington. It certifies that the building or structure is structurally sound, safe for habitation, because, those bandos are not, and compliant with all applicable building codes and regulations. The requirements for obtaining a CO include comprehensive inspections. That's step one. He said have a business plan. Wouldn't that be, to operate and open it? Why would they just there to inspect the building? What are we talking about? Yeah, this is ridiculous. They're there to inspect the building. What's going on, One Shot? Oh my God. Can y'all believe this? This is unbelievable. Comprehensive inspections. Building must pass a series of inspections to ensure all major systems and components adhere to established safety and construction standards. Do we need to have an EPA up there at that building and OSHA? Maybe the CDC, because there's got to be some new viruses in those buildings that have never been discovered by mankind. Yeah. These bandos have got to be hiding brand new virus strains or ancient old viruses and bacterial strains never discovered by mankind, because it's been festering mold for years. What the hell? How do we know that if you don't do inspections? Why is he out of order? He said business plan. Okay. You need an application package. The documents to get the actual permits and everything going. That must be submitted, including the property's legal address, owner's contact info, building square footage, and a description of use, building permits, final inspection reports, property survey, final review. What the hell? He's talking about architectural plans, going to the building official or zoning officer to ensure completeness and compliance with land development code. He said something about the economic office. What are you talking about? This is specifically for the city of Wilmington. I pulled it up for that city, since he said it varies and differs. Y'all, this is crazy. Just say you don't know, bro, and read the information.
Understood. Mm-hmm.
And if you're looking to build a battery plant, let's just say, you can't put that in a residential area. You have to go to a manufacturing area. If you're looking to build a restaurant, you may not be able to go to that building that you're looking at, because that may be zoned as residential and not commercial. And so it's important to know where your zoning is, and so
where your business will be a good fit.
So where it will be a good fit.
Mm-hmm.
After you make that determination, they'll then tell you what type of permits you need.
Okay.
To begin doing the work, because that's where you would go to get the permits to do the work. You also have to make sure your business is in good standing, because even before your business opens, you need a business license to do the work. And so you want to get a business license.
Right. Would that apply for a church or a school as well?
It could depends on the model, but yes, I can tell you in Delaware, those are still businesses, but they are deemed not for profits, right? And so there's a different status, a different category, and all that sort of stuff for not for profits. So you will need to get some sort of operating license.
I'm not gonna try to put rules on them.
In order to do that. And so you will need to know whether you're a 501c3 or a C4 or a C7, all the different classifications, versus a for-profit, LLC, a sole proprietorship, all sorts of different stuff.
Okay.
And so there is a process that everyone has to go through for your particular entity. And that's why land use and planning is important.
You got to get a building inspector.
And combined with the Office of Economic Development, or in some cases, the Small Business Office, depending on where you are, they'll tell you what sort of paperwork you need to be in good standing.
Okay, so before you obtain that occupancy certificate, there's other check mark. What is the time frame for a process like that? Or we're looking at?
It varies based off of the business and the scope of what you're doing. You have some where it could take, based off of renovations, 3 months, and then you want to do the final inspection to get the occupancy. There are some where the renovations are more robust, and it could take a year to get that.
So for argument's sake, let's say all renovations are done. What time frame would someone be looking at?
So if all renovations are done and you
have
filed that with the office that does the business compliance, I've seen it take 30 days, some cases less. I've seen it take more. It depends on how responsive people are. It's a very people-driven process.
Got you. Wow, that was very enlightening.
Umar is not very responsive because, look what it took for him to find out that there was a judgment, a writ of monition issued against FDMG for unpaid fees, bills, water, and sewage. He threw a whole tantrum because they taped it on the door of the bandos because they don't even have an active physical address on file, or at the time they didn't have one on file with the court. So they couldn't serve him anything. And the only address he was using was a P.O. box, and they can't serve a P.O. box. He wasn't smart enough to make sure his contact information was updated with the court of law. Why does she continue to sit here and give him the benefit of the doubt with this after over 14 years of him lying about opening up a school? It's got to be that hive mentality, y'all. It's the cult mindset. You can't make this up. It's got to be the cult mindset. It's like she's doing this to give him, a heads up. Here's how you could go about doing all this stuff. Cheapening the interview. Y'all, this is crazy. Oh, we got supers in. Hold on. Let me read these supers, y'all. Yeah, Miss Coco said, shout out to the $5 super. This made my head hurt. Miss Coco, this is mind-boggling. I don't even know what else to say. I didn't know there was a different process on getting a building permit for a 501c3 versus any other building. I'm not seeing it. Maybe y'all are seeing something. Y'all come across something I don't. I didn't know there was a difference. Are you kidding me? Miss Coco, shout out to you for the $5 super. Thank you so much. Tavares, thank you for the $4.99 super. Thanks for coming live tonight and providing us with laughter. I can use it. Y'all, can't we all? Y'all saw my earlier live. Y'all knew I needed this laugh. I mean, damn. Marianne, oh, good grief. I don't even know. There's no words. I have no words at this point. Shout out to you, Tavares. Thank you so much for the $4.99 super. Y'all, shout out to my mods. And Wolves of Black Wall Street for the $2 super. LLC is undefeated. Thank you so much for the super. I appreciate it. Y'all, this is something else. Marianne did not know these things. He ain't going to get no permit. It's actually through. Thank you, my chaos. Because I'm sitting here like, shit can't be for real. All you have to do is check the city's website to see if there's at least an application open for a permit. With all the things that need to be done to that bando, and we're just talking about the smaller one with the mural and the door painted and those illegal windows. With all the work that needs to be done to that one bando, you think they would already get started on this? No, he can't even commit to an opening date. Where's the website for the school? Have y'all seen a website for the school? FDMG Academy. I mean, is there a website? .org.com. Where's the website for this school? Yeah, this domain here, fdmgacademy.org. Nope, that doesn't work. How are people gonna know about the school? How are kids gonna sign up and enroll? You don't even have a website, Umar. You dumb Oompa Loompa. You can't make this up. fdmgacademy.com. Let's just try .com. Yeah, when you do .com, it goes to Lennon on his YouTube channel. It still does this. Yeah, I kid you not. I'm gonna put it in again. www.fdmgacademy.com. Y'all see that? It goes to Lennon on his YouTube channel. Yeah. You don't even have a website. Y'all, these kids gonna go into that building and never come out. I promise you, it's gonna be like Lost. It's gonna be like the school's gonna start teleporting all over the world. First stop is Australia. It's definitely gonna go anywhere on the other side of the planet. You don't know where the hell your kids are for 8 hours a day. Literally. You will not know where on earth these kids are. He might make the mistake and teleport them to the center of the earth. I mean, who knows? Omar's such an idiot. I don't even know what else to say. Umar, you got played so bad. Lennon Honor bought the domain for fdmgacademy.com. The Umar Tardians don't even care about this. They have yet to, at the very least, cover his tracks and give him a website. Oh my God, y'all. Lennon bought the domain. Yes, star tuition. And then it bought the damn domain. Hey, y'all don't believe me? Put in fdmgacademy.com. It's gonna take you straight to Linda Hunter's YouTube page. Y'all. You can't believe this. You can't make this up. How is anybody gonna enroll in this school again? This is so ridiculous. And she's sitting here having a whole interview saying she didn't know any of this stuff because Google. Yeah, no, reading is not fundamental for Marianne. I think we cleared that up. Shout out to the pink big bird.
What you shared with us. Now, for my fifth question, which usually is my favorite, okay. Can you share with us something we wouldn't read in an article or something?
I don't care. He said nothing of value. You know why? Because all of us want to know. We're going to end on Kogo. All of us want to know, okay, who child? I don't know what to say. We're all trying to figure out how do they think that these buildings are going to pass inspection? Seriously. How do they think that? Yeah, I want to see the music video. We got to end this out on some laughter, y'all. It's a long shot. Yeah, here we go. Something about Mary. There's the cities on this. They think that this is gonna pass inspection. You can't make this out. Go to child protection. It was Pink Big Bird. Oh my god, y'all. Pink Big Bird gonna buy the other domain and say, you know what? I'm just gonna lock you down until you give me my money back. All $68,600 damn dollars. Somehow Marianne Lorient walks away from this with 68 grand and couldn't give Pink Big Bird not one coin to help her pay her rent. Marianne, that's so selfish of you. You selfish snapping turtle. What a lying ass. He made sure not to mention the word inspection. He didn't say nothing, man. I think I emailed it to you. Your DM said strange attention. What? Oh man, try again. See, you can email me at Lady Luck Club. Hold on. Lady Luck Club LLC at yahoo.com. Okay. Whatever you're trying to email me. Money Boy Trade. Yeah, email me at that Lady Luck Club LLC at Yahoo. Y'all, this is something else. Oh, Marianne, you're just like the worst representation of all Cabbage Patch dolls right now. Oh God, y'all. Let's get to this. We gotta end this out on a good note. Tomorrow it is Kogo's birthday. We love you, honey. We're gonna celebrate tomorrow night and end it out on the birthday song. But today we're gonna give this shout out to Kogo to bring in the birthday right. Y'all ready? Let's get to it. It's something about Mary. Because Marianne, you weird. Snapping turtle, Cabbage Patch doll. You can't make this up.
Yeah.
Pre-approved.
Still in this shit, a check ain't rich. Menace in the net is a funny thing. It can bring you pleasure, it can bring you pain. It can get you a high like you never felt. Chasing that dragon, have you in hell, making your soul melt. Whatever way it goes, well, that's your own choice. The shouts from the comments be like God's voice. If you rebuke, then seems like you probably need to reflect on your actions, how you sowed your seed. The disclaimer said, this is not a real check, so of course we have questions. What you expect? When we seen the fine print, it stunned all of us. But you refuse to deal with the obvious. Instead, you try to put a wool over the people's eyes. But from everybody, auntie to the most despised. Letting none of put you on and you was on the rise. But many people fall from grace when they deal in lies. Negativity weighs you down like a strong force. Find you on the wrong road, better change course. Disrespected the community that took you in. Deflecting all the blame like you Umar's twin. Blaming haters and creators with the content. But won't answer questions about what you present. Saying Lenny should have checked on your fake shit. When you the only one to blame for this dang mess. Mary, my Mary, you showed your love, Mary, we ain't done, Mary, what's the deal, Mary, the check ain't real, yeah. Your best bet is to tell the truth. All this double talk, but you show no proof. But there's enough evidence to hold your feet to the fire. The number on the check is for legacy home buyers. No barcode and no body number. No excuses, just making you look dumber. Talking about other stuff that's irrelevant. Out here playing with people of intelligence. Uncle Mo, but leaking information, man, had your back. The least that you can do is come with the facts. And maybe then you can start to heal. Just explain why it says that the check ain't real. We want to hear it from you, though we know the answer. Or maybe you're like Umar, just a fucking cancer. And you working with him in this evil plan. Now we shouldn't have trusted Mary Ann. Mary, my Mary, such a love, Mary, we ain't dumb, Mary, what's the deal, Mary, the check ain't real, yeah, Mary.
No.
Mary.
Yeah, not even gonna lie, I would be impressed if they could do that in real life. Oh my goodness. All right, y'all, that's all we got for this one. I'm not giving that Carol a view. So if y'all want to go over there and let me know how it go. I'm sure you all will email me and give me your thoughts on the Manni. Listen. I don't tell anybody not to go on anybody's channels or anything. I'm just telling him be careful. Okay. But he got the right to do all that. It wouldn't be me. But I'm not giving her another view. She wants some attention. I'm not here for it. I'm just not doing it. You got a grown ass woman can't tell me how I said that she lied. Show me everything but girl bye. Chabu. So y'all have fun. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. Thank y'all for the supers. Thank y'all for the support. Tomorrow we'll be back at it again. You all with another throwback. We got one more super in for Taylor. What's going on? Thank you for the $5. You always make me cry laughing. I love it. Plus, Umar is not getting that certificate. Thank you. He won't pass inspection. He can't make this up. And then Marianne trying to throw him a bone. Gary, if you don't kick rocks, you claim he gave you your money. Why are you worried about it? He ain't got it. Umar, you don't have a website, you moron. Lyndon is still making a fool of you by owning that domain. It's just epic at this point. He owns the domain for the school website. He can't make this up. Good night, you all. Thank y'all so much. We're gonna go live in a few minutes on Candice. So tune in if you can. If not, I will see you all tomorrow. And until then, Lady Luck Club out.